Gonna go, gonna go. Guna fam, what's good? We're back. Big match day, big, huge one. It's a derby day against Tottenham. I have a first timer from the Cape Town Arsenal Supporters Club, Chezlin here, also part of some other crazy stuff they're doing, Young Gunners YouTube channel, along with their review shows. Chezlin, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Kish. It's awesome to be on the show. Awesome to finally meet you.
Yeah, and it's great that we have this opportunity through these platforms to meet because I would have had to come down to Cape Town or up down, I think. Yeah, but I'm really excited. So, yeah, maybe just give us a little intro about yourself. Just tell us how long you've been a Gooner for, what made you a Gooner, maybe, because we all have that moment that was like, yo, that goal, this is my dream, yeah. And then talk about Arsenal Supporters Club Cape Town, because before COVID hit, you guys were doing, or before even COVID was even thought of, when you guys started, you all have been doing some amazing stuff for Arsenal, South Africa, and fans within Cape Town, the trips, everything you guys do. So maybe just give us a small rundown and yeah, give us like an intro on you, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, my name is Chezlin Miller. I've actually been supporting Arsenal since the womb. It's in the blood, it's in the family.
You heard the goals there.
Yeah, the whole family supports Arsenal. Yeah, my dad, I can't remember a moment of ever wanting to support another club but Arsenal. It was just always in the family. Yeah, so I'm a twin. He's also a massive Gooner.
Nice.
So one day maybe we'll have a debate on a show. but so our whole family's Arsenal. Yeah, I really love this club. I really love this club. We've, like I said, it's in the blood. We've been to the Emirates. We've just always been involved with the club. It's always been my dad always told us that if there's a few things that you need to stick to in life, it's family, it's Arsenal, it's those types of things. Yeah, so
the unwritten rules of your household there, you know.
Yeah, and I told my dad once I'm gonna buy a Juventus T-shirt, and then he knew mine. So I was like, yeah, Flip, it's in the blood. It's in the blood, man. It's in our family. And yeah, Arsenal Supporters Club Cape Town. So the Supporters Club started a while back. I think it may have been 2007, 2008. It was just my dad, Warren, my brother and I wanting to go to a place to watch Arsenal play football. It started with just the four of us watching an Arsenal game in an Irish pub. The next week there was like 8 of us. The next week there was a whole lot of us. So it just blew up. And yeah, Flip, it's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey. I obviously none of us have been to the pub because of COVID. But yeah, Flip, man, it's just been an amazing journey for us Arsenal supporters in Cape Town to come together, to support our club, to share our love and passion for the club. It's been an amazing opportunity to meet other people. We've met people from all over the world. We've met Gooners from the UK. We've amazing journey. And yeah, I think it's going to get even more amazing. Surprisingly, COVID has given us this opportunity to engage with Gooners like yourself, Kish, over platforms like Zoom, like StreamYard. So it's just been awesome to connect as an Arsenal family like this. It's just been amazing, yeah.
Yeah, man, like what you're giving me is like goosebumps because like what you're talking about, the supporters club and what you're doing, that's just like really amazing. And I have kept quite close touch before COVID hits and the events and stuff you'll do and there's like hangout sessions and you have quite a few venues as well. So that's also quite nice. So, you know, well, if anybody's in Cape Town and when you guys are back, stick close to their Facebook page and their socials, I'm sure they'll let you know. But for now, as you said, we stuck to these platforms, which is quite great. And at least you guys have transitioned, which is amazing. You know, it must have been difficult because you'll have such a family, I would assume, at the supporters club. And I watched your live streams on Facebook, really amazing stuff. I love what you're doing. So it was only fitting to get you in for a North London derby. I think it worked out perfectly. So while we're on that topic, we might as well get into it. And stick to our links. We'll have all the links for you guys for Arsenal Cape Town's YouTube, everything in the description. So yeah, but let's get into it, man. North London derby. So how are you feeling about it? What do you feel? how's your nerves today? It's just a few hours here, you know?
I've been so up and down. Let's start. I'm fairly confident that we're going to beat Spurs today. I feel like the team owes us a victory over Spurs.
Yeah.
We've in the last season and a half, I think since we beat them 4-2 at the Emirates, we've really suffered against them, and I think it's by time that we give them a good hiding. I don't think a lot of people back us to win, but I back us to win today. I think that I just feel like there's going to, this Arsenal up and down. I think we've been in the last few games, besides Olympiacos. So yeah, hopefully we're going to win today. And yeah, I'll give my prediction later. But yeah, I'm quite confident that we're going to win today. I'm not sure if you're feeling the same way, Kish.
No, I'm here and look, I'm nervous to be fair. As you said, Tottenham they've been a thorn, man, like in the last few years. So, and Jose, I don't like Jose. Like Jose just has something against us. But I like Arteta has an adaptive. I feel he's a bit adaptive. Yeah, people have said whatever they want to say about Arteta, but he's got 2 losses against him, or maybe 3 or whatever. He faced him a few times. I think he should have learned now. So I'm a bit more confident going in because if you look at the last games, they were countering us a lot. So and we were silly mistakes. That Son goal, like I don't know what to say there. Like, but we should have done a bit better. But I think if we, as he said in the last interviews, like our goals are coming by our mistakes, which is good, but it's also bad. So if we sort out our mistakes and now we got Kane, and I'm just nervous about that. But I'm always gonna back Arsenal. I'm never gonna like no, we can't win. Because the thing is, I feel we go out. I think the last 2 derbies were a bit like we didn't have that kind of fight like we used to, And I think this one here, hopefully he's brought it back in the guys. And I think after the Olympiacos game, that was a bit promising, the way we came back in that game, especially from that mistake, So and we also were quite costly in that game, chances given away. So I don't know, it's been such at the end we'll talk about it. It's been such a weird season. I don't even know what to predict anymore, lineups or anything. So I'm just like, but always confident, I think at the Emirates, I don't even know anymore to be fair, the Emirates anyway, because without fans, but I think they owe us this, as you said. And I think if we pull this one over, it'll just be a nice, sweet something for the end of the season because the league is done, man. The league is done.
Yeah, no, it's completely done. I was watching Sky Sports this morning and they were saying, the league is done for Arsenal. This is going to be beating Spurs is going to be the highlight of the season as far as the Premier League is concerned. And so, we have to beat them. We absolutely beat them.
And then, okay, so let's go into a bit of the lineup. I'm not sure if you want to do the whole lineup, like you have something, like you have everyone that you want, or maybe just mention some players you think that will have the impact you want. And maybe also what type of ball would you want us to play today? Because obviously we have certain types of players, but we know Mourinho, what he's coming out to do. So it's all about how we play. So maybe just give us your thoughts on what you see or you feel.
Okay, I'll give a few players who I think should be starting today, and I'll start off with defense. Spurs, like you say, they love to play on the counter attack, which is so annoying. They play anti-football. Like the last game against them, it was that Son goal where Rob Holding just moved back and allowed him that space to take the shot. So defensively, 2 centre backs I would love to see, Mari and Luis starting. Mari, I just feel like we seem a bit more calm when he's at the back. Things seem to be a little less erratic, which is needed in a game like today. Like you said, a lot of defensive mistakes. Gabriel played amazingly in the week, but again, I would love to see Mari and Luis. Maybe even Mari and Gabriel, who knows? But those are my 2 definite centre-back partnerships. I'm going to go to the right back as well. And I think that's Cedric should start. Bellerin isn't in my good books right now.
I think everyone, man,
Flip. So I think that Cedric should start. I think that he's a better defensive player than Bellerin. So that would be my defensive, my 3 at the back. Obviously, Tierney starts at your left back. I think Partey needs to start today. I think that Partey also owes us a good performance. He's been playing at about 60%, which is still better than a lot of. He still looks better than players.
That's
But
true.
if we, I feel like if we have Partey playing at 100% today, we could. Yeah, he could.
Like that United game, you know, when he played that United game, like he was quite instrumental.
Yeah, and United came into that game on quite a good run, and he made them look average. And I'm hoping that he's going to do the same today. Next to him, I know Xhaka had a bad game last weekend, but with a mistake, I still feel like Xhaka should be starting every game. He's prone to making errors, but I still feel like he's been good this season. He's had his moments, but he's been good, and I think that he deserves a start. And I think that we're going to play much better with Xhaka and Partey together. Partey makes Xhaka look amazing, so that would be my preferred midfield. Saka needs to start. Odegaard needs to start. The up front is where I'm a bit on the fence. So Aubameyang, I know that he's our captain. I've been extremely critical of him this season, especially after signing the deal. He's had a few good games. I think he scored 8 in the last 8, if I'm correct. But I feel like there's that lack.
But up to that time that he scored the 8, before that he was a bit you know, touch and go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There's no intensity in his game. I feel like a lot of it's quite pedestrian. So despite saying that, he is our captain. I would start him, but he's kind of losing I'm losing a lot of faith in him, and I'm wondering why Lacazette isn't starting. So yeah, I know a lot of the Cape Town Gooners will disagree with me. They will be like, hell no, Aubameyang needs to start every single game. But yeah, I just feel like he needs to put a bit more work in. Willian. I read his stat again. He's got now 6 assists this season, which Witsel has had in the last 2 seasons, in his last 2 seasons with Arsenal. So I
also think the internet's spewing these stats out because we've been hating on him so hard. We're like, let's give these guys something to calm them down, you know what I mean? Because like for me, I was like, okay, you can say that, but look at Saka. Well, why is Saka's like name next to him? Like this dude's like, what is it? Saka's like the only reason we don't hate Arsenal is because of Saka right now, because he's our shining hope, you know what I mean? Like some days you're just so down. Like even Aubameyang, you're watching the guys you love, Aubameyang, Willian. Some guys were happy for him. Even Pepe, even like Partey. He's just so subpar. And then Saka just comes and she bobos this dude out of nowhere, puts a cross in, and you're like, okay, it's fine. I love my team again, you know. And you know he's home grit. So I don't know. I'm not disregarding what he did. I just feel, you know, the internet, maybe Arsenal like realized these guys are going hard on Willian. Because the one guy interview, he hated Xhaka. Hated every time he comes with Xhaka. Then when Willian came into the picture, all the hate from Xhaka went to Willian. Like Xhaka wasn't even improved, don't get me wrong, but he's still Xhaka. He has those tendencies to do things. But because Willian was so poor and like the whole buy was such a weird one, everyone just projected onto him. So I get where you're going with that. I don't know, like he's been a bit better, maybe the last few games. What do you think? How are you feeling about him?
So again, I can be quite critical with Arsenal players, but I can also be very lenient towards them. So Willian, those who I wanted him shipped after a few games. I said he was the worst Arsenal player that I've ever seen, and we've seen Yaya Sanogo, we've seen bad players.
What's the other guy named Henderson? Jenkinson.
Jenkinson, yeah. We've had really bad players. But I thought that William took the cake. But his last few games, I've just been impressed with his work rate. And I feel like he's a bit more directional with his play. So before you just used to cross in, and I'd be like, where are you crossing to, my man?
Also try weird stuff where he doesn't really need to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's been frustrating, but the last few games, I think I've gotten on Thursday, I thought he played brilliantly. I know he had 1 assist, and I know people were again going at him, but I was like, he was working, man. I was really happy with the work rate. But like I said, if we were to choose between Willian and Saka gets the choice every single time. Saka is the most amazing little gem that Arsenal have come across, I think, So yeah, so yeah, I absolutely love him, and I think we look like a better team with him in the team. Yeah, so he definitely needs to start today as well. Hopefully, get his first goal against the Spurs.
And but you were talking about Aubameyang and Lacazette. So Lacazette's benching for you today. What about Pepe? Who's on the wings for you? So I said Saka. You said Odegaard in the center,
Yeah.
left wing and down the center. Aubameyang and
Oh, now you putting me in a tricky situation because Pepe is.
okay. I'll give you my perspective because I feel Lacazette should start. The only reason I feel Lacazette should start because every time against Tottenham he does something. He really
Yeah,
does something crazy, you know, like that last game. He scored that scorcher. That was a screamer, man. Like we
yeah,
got cancelled out because Tottenham beat us or something, but you can't take away that goal. Like yo, so I feel he
yeah,
has the ability to change the game, but it depends who's on the left. Like Aubameyang on the left might not work. Now, you might not have to play Aubameyang. So that's what I'm scared
yeah,
of. Because I'd rather have Pepe on the left because just go at that wing backs, go at them. Saka and Pepe can break legs there, you know. Like I don't
yeah,
know, one guy says steal souls, you know what I mean? Leave us
yeah,
souls there, you know. So I
yeah,
don't know, but I don't know. The other thing is if we need a William will be a better aspect on the wing because as you said, his work rate's high. So if they counter attack us, he'll get back, he'll get into better positions to assist Tierney or assist Suarez, as you said, you know. So it's that kind of fine line that I'm not too sure because it's fine to go all out attack, but if they catch us on the counter, we die. You know, so we need
yeah,
support on the counter. So, you know,
yeah,
maybe even Emil Smith Rowe, but Odegaard's actually been quite decent to be fair.
yeah,
I think people like they don't see what he does. I think they're only looking
yeah,
at a certain thing. But if you look at the passes he makes, his positioning, like even those little through balls, it's through two players, not like trying to get it. You know what I mean? Like straight to the player.
yeah,
And to always get the guy to run onto it. And I think that's such a good skill that we were missing in a game. You know, and
yeah,
once he gets his vision will get better. The dude hasn't played for so many months, and he just comes and tries to hit the ground running. So yeah,
yeah,
so I don't know. That's my perspective. So maybe it helps you in what you want to try and say. That's the way I saw it. I don't know if you kind of get it, but I just feel like
yeah,
that just has this killer instinct against Tottenham. Like he knows what a
yeah.
derby means to us. So
That, that goal that he scored at the Tottenham Stadium was was insane. And also, I remember
the other one when
Chris's,
he stood, like he just like
yeah,
stood
we
there. Yeah,
that was also yeah, like I said, again, I have a very soft spot for him, and I understand your team selection. I think that when Pepe is on the left, because Tierney is behind him, I feel like Pepe's a much better player as well. Pepe's given the freedom because he knows that there's somebody behind him that's going to play amazingly. But also, I feel the same way when Pepe plays on the right wing. Cedric is behind him.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say that as well. Cedric
Yeah,
compliments him quite well as well.
yes. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens today. If Aubameyang doesn't start, then I'll be very happy with Pepe on the left and Saka on the right. I think that yeah, Spurs the only thing they're going to offer is in the counter attack. So yeah, I'm not really concerned about us going forward. What concerns me is
Mm.
the back, just making sure that we're not naive because in that game, the first game of the season, we were extremely naive at the back, giving them so much space again.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can't give that team that much space, and yeah, I'm just hoping that we can learn from that mistakes and again
Mm.
them today.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping Arteta does. I feel he's a clever coach. He can learn from like the Olympiacos instead of only being 1-0 up, we went three. You know, like from last year,
Yeah,
we learned not to take
yeah,
chances. You know, so
yeah,
we discussed quite a bit about the team. We just gotta hope that that's the team you choose. But we have faith in our brother. So, but let's
yeah,
go into your prediction, and then I wanna get a bit of a twist here. So I'm sure you're a lover of Arsene Wenger, as you all are. So I don't know. I'm sure you know the stat that I'm going with. That Arsene Wenger has
yeah.
476 Premier League wins, and Tottenham only has one. So are we? Is that going to be the next game for them, or is it this game? And how big does that show our club really is? So maybe yeah, touching your prediction and a bit of that, and then we'll just end off the show with a little touch of overview of the season. Yeah.
Okay. So prediction wise, I'm adamant that Spurs are not going to score today.
Okay.
I am adamant that they won't score. Only because a lot of my friends chose to put Kane in their fantasy Premier League team. I'm like, there's no way that one of them actually decided to captain Bale, and I was like, dudes, like, nah, this is insulting, man. Like, you can't.
That's why I don't like fantasy too much. It's like at first when I chose my team, I didn't choose any Tottenham or Chelsea players. My friend's like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "But I can't. Am I allowed to?" He's like, "Yes." He's like, "Choose the best player." But I was like, "A Tottenham player?" Like, no, we can't be doing this here. You know, the Arsenal gods will be angry with me.
Yeah.
He's like, "I got Mo Salah as my captain." I was like, "But you Man United?" He's like, "That's how it goes." I was like, this is too deceiving." Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with you 100%. It takes away bias, so I never play that game. I played it varsity a couple of years ago, and I was like, yeah, never again. Flip, man. So I'm like, I told them, guys, we're gonna beat Spurs. They didn't listen to me. They put Bale in, they put Kane in, they put Son in, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna give them a hiding. It's the same like Leicester 2 weeks ago. They were like, yeah, they're putting Vardy in, they're putting Barnes, and look what we did. So again, I am confident. I don't know where this confidence is coming from, because as Arsenal supporters, we shouldn't really feel too confident this season. But I just feel like we should beat them. They are a 10-pot club with that 475 wins. Yeah, I just feel like they need to get back into our shadow, and today is the day we put them there.
Yeah.
And so I reckon we're going to win. I'm going to go with a 2-0.
Okay, nice. So do you wanna maybe say who will score? Anyone you wanna score? Like
who's going to score? Saka is going to score.
that would be nice.
Yeah. And then who's going to score the second? Because we both said we would like to see Lacazette to start today. I'm going to go with Lacazette.
Okay.
Yeah.
If he does, I think that will be a big boost. But I like that. I like that you said 2-0, because a clean sheet against him will be a great one. You know, I think because of the way they try to play the football. But it's going to be a big match. You know, it's never easy against this team. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to. I think it's going to be quite exciting. But before we head out, man, so you first time here, first time we actually like had a discussion about Arsenal, and I'm sure, as you said, you've been supporting Arsenal for some time. You probably watch games, every game for years and years, and you know where my question's going with this. So this season, man, how you feeling? What did you make of it in a nutshell? Like, has it been like, is it just been crazy? Is it a write-off? I don't know. You just tell me how you felt about how this season panned out. And also maybe touch a bit on Arteta. Do you think that we were unlucky and maybe just give him time, or you see like a progress with him? Or what do you see and feel about Arteta? Just for a first time, you know, just to see your thinking there.
Okay, I'll get to the Arteta 1 second, because that's a very heated topic amongst us Gunners. First question, how has the season gone? It's been a disappointing season. Arsenal should not be in 10th. We should be fighting for that premiership every season. But I think the reality is that Arsenal currently aren't where we used to be. And I think that a lot of the Arsenal fans, we've been getting angry, and rightfully so, but I think we need to kind of just have a sober thinking of where we are right now. We're not in the top 4 best teams in the
And be realistic about our expectations, you know.
And I think that the expectations right now are unrealistic, and I do be again. We this is where we are, but we're not where we should be. I think that Arsenal, we should be up there. I think that it's going to take time. Not a long time. I think maybe in 2 or 3 seasons we'll be back up there. But I think it's going to take a lot of patience from us Gunners. We are the most impatient fan base in the entire world. We want things done instantly, and this now comes into the Arteta question. I'm willing to give Arteta the time. It sucks being in 10th, it sucks being down here, but if in 3 seasons' time we were to win the Premier League, and you were to if Chezlin in 3 years' time was to tell Chezlin now, like, dude, just chill, like, we're going to win the Premier League, like, we're going to have a few bad seasons, but that one season we're going to win it, and we're going to just shoot off from there. I'll be willing to wait, man. I'm just hoping that that the owners will back Arteta. We're seeing that quite a number of the players aren't Arteta players. They are players that came in from Emery, from Wenger. So you're seeing that they're getting, this January was quite a big window for us getting rid of a lot of players. So I think once Arteta gets these players in, once we have that, then Arsenal will only move forward from there. We have to go down before we go up, man. And I think it's needed. The last few years of Wenger, ending fourth every season, we didn't realize how bad we were and what
he was really doing as well.
Yeah,
a bunch of effort into that.
Yeah. And so it just shows you, like you were saying, how good Wenger was, but also again what a state the club was in. And I also have to speak about the owners. I'm hoping that we get new owners who will actually back the manager. There's a talk from that guy from Nigeria who's an Arsenal supporter who wants to buy the club. I just, owners, if we were to sack Arteta, we're going to have the same problem no matter which manager comes in. If Max Allegri comes in, he's going to have the same problem. We're going to have Gunners angry in a year. We had Gunners angry at Wenger. We had Gunners angry at Emery. We have Gunners angry at Mikel. And it's going to be a continual thing. We have to
there's always going to be that controversy, I feel, that element of controversy that they're going to make. I feel also what people lost was we're a classy club. We're always classy. You know what I mean? We're not like savages, you know, and I'm not trying to be bad to anybody, but it's just the way we are. It's the way Wenger taught us to be as well. He instilled these values and this respectful nature, humbleness. Like, we were beasts, you know, but we were humble. You know what I mean? We destroyed, we owned London, but we didn't like, you know, like at one time, like you had United dudes be like, you know what, when we used to play you guys, we were like shaking. You know, like it was like that, but not because we had ego players or hot-headed players. We just had people that carried out the job. I think, look, maybe it's the evolution of football, that this is what it is. I like the fact that you want to back Arteta. I think there is progress. I just think that, as you said, people want to see it instantly. I think also this season we've been unfortunate. The calls, certain, you know, just, Arteta, certain tactics. Also, some of the performance of the players. I think Aubameyang in the first half, he wasn't scoring, man. I had him in my fantasy. He didn't score. Like, he didn't score at all. So I was like, it was just a bit disappointing because that's your lethal weapon and he's not scoring. And then you're trying to work around it. And then Saka, thankfully, decided to step up. But yeah, I think it will take time, maybe in 3 seasons. But let's put it maybe this way. Do you think if he wins the Europa League, this is a good season for us, considering, you know?
Definitely. I think it would be an amazing season. I would be happy to end 11th and win the Europa League.
Anywhere, you know.
Because it's back in the Champions League. One of our Gunners from the UK was saying in the week.
Yeah, I saw that video. That
even if we end last, as long as we're back at the table, we Arsenal belongs.
And you also remember it's elite mentality too, because when we were playing, when we were just top 4. We were playing with Bayerns and Barças and all of them. And, you know, you mixing, you like rubbing shoulders with the best. And we didn't have the best Arsenal team, to be fair. In those 10, 12 years that we didn't win that trophy until Wenger left, those teams were subpar compared to what he could really get, you know, what he could really do. So I think that's the key. But I think, like, for us, it was just not enough. It was like, you know, we basic. And I think that, remember, there was that 7 years we played Barca, like, in the round of 16 every year, every single year. Like, it's just like, nah, this shit's rigged, bro. This thing is rigged. It's like Messi's prime time, like 7 years prime time Messi. And you just like, bro, I don't even like, we'll call the draw. You'll call the draw, like, we're getting Barca. Then United gets like some Dynamo Kiev, you know what I mean? Like, from Russia, you're like, nah, this doesn't make sense. Like, so, but that does make sense, though, in terms of what that guy was saying and what you were alluding to was we need to be there. As much as we might get knocked out in the group stage, it's fine as long as we're there. And it's trophy. It's a trophy. So maybe last question before we have to head out, and obviously the game's coming up. What do you think? Where do you think we can finish off the season? What do you think is like a respectable finish considering what happened and considering the next few games? Because we got tough games. We still got Liverpool, Chelsea. I think a few others that are quite toughies. I think West Ham as well. So where do you see us finishing, or is it your concentrate like the league is just like, it is what it is,
Yeah. So if I'm being optimistic, I think that the highest place you can end is 8th. I don't think we're going to end 8th though. I think maybe 9th or 10th. I think there's the games that are coming up. A lot of them are winnable. I just think that the teams above us are not going to drop too many points. So that's where we in this place now where we are relying on them to drop points, and I don't think it's going to happen. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to say 9th to 10th, but again, I am confident again that we're going to win the Europa League. So I don't know if my confidence is misplaced, but I do feel like we're going to pull something special out of that, like we did with the FA Cup last year, and that changes everything. So yeah.
Yeah, that did change everything last year as well. It made us like, that restored hope to nothing. Like literally, there was nothing left in that season. Like, Yeah, but Chezlin, it was great having you on. I look forward to having more discussions like this, and obviously maybe jump on your channel. We'll see how it goes. But you guys catch Chezlin on the Young Gunners, Young Gunners. Is it just
Young Guns podcast? Yeah.
Young Gun podcast on YouTube, Arsenal Supporters Club on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Arsenal Supporters Club Cape Town, And then that's where you'll find all these shows. I think you'll be doing a review show for the Tottenham game. So Then Chezlin, thanks once more. Loved your opinions. Let's hope we get the 3 points today. And come on, you Gunners, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much for having me.
No worries. But it's me, Kish. It's Chezlin. It's Gunacast SA. Preview for the London Derby. Of course, London is red over here, but we'll wait for tonight and we'll see what's the result. Catch us later.